Well, all these people tire me out. Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Craftsmanship. Best part's a little different as well.
Got to sell off what I can while I'm in town.
Got to make hay while the sun shines.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Oh, 'tis you. You're a welcome sight. Forgive my boldness, but I've a small favor to ask of you. Would you be... Alas, 'twould seem I do not have the coin on hand to purchase it. I can certainly procure the gold later, but by then, the box might be gone. If you'd be kind enough to lend me the amount I need, I would repay every last coin. Yes? Is there aught I can do for you? Or could it be that you've reconsidered my request? Are you sure? Oh, many thanks. I shall repay you anon, you've my word.
Not you again! I thought I made myself quite clear.
Ah, but I've brought the gold this time. I assume that changes things.
Oh, well, if you've got the gold, then you're welcome to spend it. This is the one you've been eyeing, isn't it? Go on then, take it.
My thanks. I finally have what I came for, and worry not, you'll have your coin back in good time, I promise you.
He claimed he would repay you in full, but surely a lad of his age cannot muster such a sum.
Where are you off to?
What did you think of that story? 'Twas well told and all, but not particularly exciting, eh? I mean, it's the sort of thing you hear bandied about the tavern every other night, isn't it? I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. Haven't learned much, that's for sure. And by the look of it, he doesn't appear to be making much for his efforts, neither. So where's all his coin coming from, then? Makes a man wonder, it does.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a...
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look, then.
Even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
By a four-legged creature. But when our hero drew his blade, unto him a demand was made. And who the asker? Why, the beast! An uncanny affair, to say the least. Yet there was no time for shock and dismay, as "Answer my riddle," did the fearsome thing say. The trickery was clear. To respond meant certain doom. But in the midst of his answer, he'd doubtless be consumed. So a mighty attack did our hero dispense, to conquer his foe and banish it thence. With a single strike was the towering beast repelled, to quail in fear at the mortal strength it beheld. Such is the legacy of Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day.
Now,
gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. Where ventured a hero off left. Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? Much appreciated. Gather round.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
And should my story entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a certain...
You think they'd learn? Mustn't creep up on me.
oh, very well. Back to your side I go.
I've no words left for you or anyone else.
Dreams are free, I say.
Oi there, friend. Care to help a fellow out? All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to lose? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox cart business. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melv again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melv. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! I knew I was right to put my faith in you. Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when I take a seat at the station to wait. And mind you don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see? In case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard. Then come find me when the job's done. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favour and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
We've a delivery to make, 'twould seem.
What delights might there be to find in town today?
Now, where was I headed?
Form today. I can feel it. Where are you off to? Fancy a look at my wares?
Dead on my feet. Clean away this place. Maybe I'll keep right here.
Bit bland. Some kind of famine.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
You looking to join? Don't. I end up feeling weary, even after a day of rest.
Working this field's all I know. I'm not stopping.
Might as well hang about.
Always sets me to think, this place.
Seems nice. Wonder if anyone will notice if I stay here a bit. How are we to find such waters at too much to hope?
What should I do?
I don't like this place at all. Must be my Was I lacking in devotion?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Crack a few skulls if you want to be topped off.
It's all watching me. I swear it.
Heading home.
I'm ill at he's here.
I've just remembered.
I suppose there could be no harm in bringing this along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
My head hurts just thinking about it. This is my favourite place in all the town.
I've been on my feet all day.
Nice to see you again.
Tranquil places such as this.
Don't know a town till you've met its people. Some explain the town. I'll have an early supper.
'Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside. What to do?
Got to
Could use a dash of smoke.
Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
My legs are stiff as boards after training.
All this worrying's giving me an achy back.
That's not acting up today.
What delights might there be to find?
In every age, when the arisen hence, pawns are not to mention, they are skilled. 'Tis clear their concept of
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the tavern.
I could use a little fun. To brighten my day.
Lost track of time.
What's this all?
That's quite enough.
Don't think I'll stand for this.
Goblins, Master!
Shame I've no advantage against this bow. Are we all in the same boat?
I'll not stand for this.
Over so... soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
Here already? Travelling by ox cart was a welcome change.
There are worse ways to travel, I suppose.
Not much going on. Always such... What am I to do? You really ought to have returned by now. May have this time I went looking for it. That place crossed my ears. Yet before it were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
Aye, what can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margit, you say? It is a fair way you've come, then. My thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
Don't we have a report to make, Master?
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. I got my hopes up for naught. Wait, listen. Would you be willing to search for my brother? The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I've seen no sign of him since. I'd go and search for him myself, only... it is a dangerous place. Understand? I'm not afraid of monsters, but 'twould hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared and get myself hurt now, would it? So I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You look like you could manage those woods better than I. Please, sir, I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right. As for where I think he's gone, go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye, but my feet know it better than I do. I don't think I could plot it on a map, and 'tis hard to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon's attack. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, won't you? Right. In we go, then. My life's in your hands, friend.
We have been called upon to render aid. Let us make haste.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread. Where are you going?
I see you cannot manage without me for a moment, Arisen.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side.
Come to think of it, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
I don't like this place at all. This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught his breath here before moving on, same as us.
Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Pray, bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself.
Follow me. We ought
That's quite the drop.
Take care not to fall.
One cannot be too careful.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
I grant you lightning's fangs!
Masterfully done.
Just think what we could achieve if we honed our talents further.
Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
That is most fortuitous.
I see it as a glad thing. We are well poised to supplement each other's strengths.
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
What's this? We're under attack!
Steel yourselves!
You must remain calm.
Understood.
Wanting my help. Oh, very well.
Thank goodness someone has a hand to lend.
Got the end right where I need it. Don't let up!
Well, 'tis clear the two of you know what you're doing. Not bad. Glad to be of service.
Splendid.
I'd thought I was done for.
Aye, it was a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me, Thanks, Ian.
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother. And I ought to have come sooner.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. Let's return to the village, shall we? The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who need them.
Aye, you'll hear no complaints from me. Let's be off then.
Let us take every precaution, that we might see our charge delivered safely.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
This is my sort of place, the more the merrier.
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs. I'll be back soon.
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late. And I was right. But mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone with him. My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand around with my hands in my pockets. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets, even when you can't be sure where it leads. We managed to save Norbert, and perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. If I only steeled myself sooner. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
Sir Ian was rather hard on himself, methinks. He saved his brother just as much as we did.
Apologies, but I can't offer you a ride, sir.
Some of us get complacent.
us. Where are you going?
Come out and play.
It seems they bear us ill will.
Shame I've no advantage against this bow. Are we all in the same boat?
That was thrilling. I did not know I could feel so alive.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. One of us has been drenched.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. Fall back, and I will heal you with my magics.
Wait right there.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
I wouldn't mind a chance to do... Fancy a broken arm? Why, that's my speciality.
You're not worth my time.
You don't look like much.
This ox cart's bound for Burnworth. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Let me alone with... Here already? Travelling by ox cart was a welcome say. Weren't we tasked with another errand that sent us somewhere near here?
Ah, you've returned. How did you fare on the journey to Melv? Splendid! You've been an immense help, I must say. The cart reached its destination safe and sound, and from the tell of it, you even rid the road of a few monsters. You've certainly earned a reward, my friend. Here you are.
Ox cart seems a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
That's just what I was thinking.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Can't wait for the new equipment.
Off to market I go.
Getting proper rest is an important duty in its own right.
A good sleep does wonders.
Off we go then.
Ready to forge on?
I've a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy. I'm all for camping, but solid walls are a joy that can't be beat. And hours for a full week at no charge. What a steal.
I'm not sure what to do. Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique.
Welcome to Bjorn's, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
I cannot wait to put this new equipment to use.
I'm suddenly taken with the mood to show off.
Come take a look. You'll be... Glad you did. Always a pleasure.
All this hustle and bustle.
Welcome.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey. Been treated to the foremost. You know where to find me.
I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen.
We meet again. Truth be told, I was hoping we might. Would you care to stay and talk a moment? I'm glad. Sit down, won't you? I'm rather fond of this place. I ne'er imagined a city could be like this. So full of excitement, so alive. And how could I have? In all my life, I've hardly left the palace. My mother is quite strict. You understand. Oft did I long for a taste of normal life. Even aught as simple as going shopping for myself. My mother has always procured the things I covet for me, so to pick out an item and obtain it with my own hands held a certain appeal. Which reminds me, I owe you a debt. I fear I cannot repay the full sum all at once. I have rather little in the way of spending money. Pray, take this for now. You'll have more when next we meet. My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother find out I left the palace. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other anon. Till then, farewell.
Oh! I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught. Ha! I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
To soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vernon is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero oft left off the page. He delved into a temple of baleful feature, only to be confronted by a four-legged creature. But when our hero drew his blade, unto him a demand was made. And who the asker? Why, The beast! An uncanny affair, to say the least. Yet there was no time for shock and dismay, as "Answer my riddle," did the fearsome thing say. The trickery was clear. To respond meant certain doom. But in the midst of his answer, he'd doubtless be consumed. So a mighty attack did our hero dispense, to conquer his foe and banish it thence. With a single strike was the towering beast repelled, to quail in fear at the mortal strength it beheld. Such is the legacy of Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day. Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightfulness. An uncanny affair, to say the least. Yet there was no time for shock and dismay, as answer my
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again.
Well met, sir.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
This really is a fine craftsmanship. This part's creepy as well.
Fancy a look at my wares?
I can't watch. We're done for.
Shakes my feet. Just as it should be.
How dare you?
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
living's hard.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat.
Very well. I shall return. You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice.
Come, let me grant you wings.
This really is fine craftsmanship.
And not a moment too soon, for there came a flash of light. Ere the room filled with screams, soldiers wailing at their plight. Then the shrine grew deadly still, and our hero was all alone.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Oof! Stepping stools need not speak.
Ah, this calls for a fighter skill. 'Tis a good thing I'm here, isn't it? Shall I assist?
Quite the inventive solution. It will make for a riveting tale when I return to my own master.
This really is fine craftsmanship.
Did our hero put an end to the threat imposed? And who was our hero? Why, needless to say, 'twas the father of... House Berkeley, which lives on to this day. Always hustle and bustle. Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Our hero ventured into a shrine long enclosed, whereupon he found serpent and soldiers in battle opposed. Though to the soldiers' aid he would fain have leapt, unease overtook him, so behind a pillar he crept. And not a moment too soon, for there came a flash of light, ere the room filled with screams, soldiers wailing at their plight. Then the shrine grew deadly still, and our hero was all alone. For every last soldier had been transformed to stone. Wary of his foe, and with presence of mind, the man crept up to the pillar upon which 'twas entwined. Seeing his moment, he unsheathed his blade, and brought the pillar low in a thundering cascade. The gloating serpent was caught by surprise, and with a pitiful hiss, 'neath the pillar it writhed. Till mustering swiftly the last of its might, to the depths of the shrine did the monster take flight. Thus, with a wit as sharp as his sword was honed, did our hero put an end to the threat imposed. And who was our hero? Why, needless to say, 'twas the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day.
I hope the weather holds. I know every face here. Not so.
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Our hero ventured into a shrine long enclosed, whereupon he found serpent and soldiers in battle opposed. was our hero? Why, needless to say, it was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day.
To smell.
Fancy a little
end up
ways?
feeling weary. Nothing. Day of rest.
I might nod off if I'm not careful.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
All this morning, Rose, I'd best get to work.
I might nod off if I'm not careful.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
This is my sort of place. The more the merrier.
I hope I've not left all undone. Times are hard. I'm barely scraping by.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Oh, good to see everyone in
Where's the
such fine
day?
spirits.
I hope I've not left all undone. Not a care in the world. Just as it should be.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Tranquil places such as this are real treasures.
I'll have nightmares if I let myself worry overmuch.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Bit bland. What can I throw in?
I know every place.
All day here.
Tell is, Vermund was once a Beastren kingdom.
Fascinating.
Quite, though no definitive records remain.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Tranquil places such as this
Even after a day of rest.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Chance to put
the
my
sweet
Well
little
met,
just
son.
before it
How
makes
might I
some
be of
fine
service?
I'll have an early supper.
Well met, son.
I've the spirit
How
of a
might
woman
I be
half
of
my
service?
age.
Some work.
It gladdens the heart to see so many smiles about.
Fancy a
I've
look
the
at my
spirit of a
wares?
woman half my age.
If I sleep on my woes, mayhap they'll go away.
I could. I'd never leave. Places such as this nourish the spirit.
Well met, son.
Eyes aren't
How
what they
might I
used
be of service?
This is my sort of place. The more the merrier.
You don't know a town till you've met its people. Lots to be taken care of before the day starts.
Fancy a look at my wares?
I've never seen you. Who to talk with? Stomach's complaining. I'll have an early supper. Not a care in the
What a pleasant breeze.
I hope I've not left all
Well
time
met, son.
done.
How might I be of service?
Could use a bit of peace and quiet.
Life's been pretty kind to me. come to think of it.
Can't put a price on peace
Well
and
met, son.
quiet.
How might I be of service?
Times are hard. We're up barely scraping by.
Where's the day, Cora?
I'll have an early supper. It gladdens the heart to see so many smiles about.
Well met, son. How
Eyes
might I
aren't
be of
Lecturing all
service?
day is tiring work. No shame in letting down your hair now and then. It's nice to see everyone out and about. I hope the weather
Fancy a look at my
Eyes aren't
wares?
what they used to be.
This place is lovely. I might stay while I walk. Stomach's complaining. I'll have an early supper.
Swapping stories is one of life's great
These days, the chance
I
Fancy a look at my
a woman
wares?
half my age.
I hope the weather holds.
Don't I
Well
know
met,
that
son.
lass?
How might I be of service?
I could. I'd never leave.
Couldn't hurt to rest my feet.
If
I be of service?
Living's hard, but dreams are free, they say.
Oh, good to see everyone in such fine spirits.
Lots to do.
What else do you
Precious
do?
little time.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
No shame in letting down your hair now and then.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
This is my sort of place, the more the merrier. Well met, son. How might I be of service?
What a pleasant breeze.
All this hustle and bustle was to
Let
wait.
us wander about, see what you're doing.
Now,
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
All this walking has made my legs ache like the spirit of a woman half my age.
Time to be heading home.
Tranquil places. This.
Well, I'm not the only one who's too busy to rest.
Aren't you fine fettled today?
I'm sure it will taste better than it looks.
Well met, sir.
I don't tell half as many lies as my parents.
Thankless job, this.
Couldn't hurt to rest my feet on them.
Anything better than this.
This
Even the
place is
grave.
awful dull. Can't complain, mind. Can't help but choking on the spoon I'm here.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
It'll soon be another day, same as the one afore it.
I don't know what to do.
Dirt, sweat, and toil. Each day's more of the same.
What good can come of my being here?
The heavens have forsaken us. All is lost. Loyalty's just another way to say
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Humility's
I don't like it here.
They have nothing about. Someone will buy aught.
All that
The meat
and
would be
nary a
nice.
coin to show
If
for
it
it.
weren't so costly.
Ain't nothing but trouble
Drinking
in
must be necessary even after a day of rest.
Rejoice, my darling, for your Albert is returned.
Welcome home, dear.
I spend my days spinning yarns, only to come home to a wife for whose radiance I have no words. If there is a more fortunate fool in the city, I have yet to meet him.
Oh, you bold-faced flatterer.
Interested in my wares?
I thought you might like this, so
I'm always willing to lend a helping hand.
Have a look.
What would you of me? I'll have no trouble, thank you.
time to be heading.
I know that. Interested in my wares?
tad
All
rowdy.
that fuss, and nary a client to show for it. My
Go
green matter
on,
requires a
have a
little
look.
stimulation.
It smells good at least.
Mayhap I ought to be getting home.
My grey
Interested
matter
in my
requires a little
wares?
stimulation.
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
Go on, have a...
Well met. This here's the sanctuary of tipplers and merrymakers alike. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Keep those orders coming. This fearsome world of ours is best met with stiff drinks and cheery hearts, I say.
Ain't gonna make any coin here. It's been a hard day.
A performance like mine requires no ostentation.
Life's been pretty kind to me.
I ought to have a mouthful. You might want to dash
Ain't gonna make any coin
If
here.
I sleep on my woes, mayhap they'll go away.
I pity those content to live in idleness.
If I sleep on my woes, mayhap they'll go away. Slow and steady gets the job done. Must have taken a wrong
Any loose
turn.
coin whereabouts, enough to make me rich.
And I shan't resist.
Only fools walk into peril unprepared. I'm off.
Life's been pretty kind to me, come to think of
Ain't nothing but trouble lurking
it.
here.
Life's been pretty kind to me, come to think of it.
Sets my thoughts down dark paths, this place.
I wish to astound, not merely please.
I end up feeling weary. My even
sickle's
after a
getting
day of blunt as a hammer.
Them nobles do nothing but guzzle sweetmeats and
Mayhap
ale.
I ought to be getting home.
A few hours sleep ought to help order my thoughts.
Life's been pretty kind to me, come to think of it. Suppose I'd best get to work.
Wonder how long this
Sets
job's
my
supposed
thoughts
to
down
last.
dark paths, this place.
I'm dead tired.
Suppose I'd best be heading home. Stock up on the basics. Flour, salt,
My bed calls. And I shan't resist.
Oh, this won't do. I'm in no fit state to perform.
I've made my bed. Now to lie in it.
My sickle's getting to be
Life's
blunt
been
as a
pretty
hammer.
kind to me, come to think of it.
I'm aching for a fight.
I pity those content to live in idleness.
Must have taken a wrong turn. If I sleep on my woes, mayhap they'll go away.
Where's my dad?
Mayhap I ought to be
My
getting
claws
home.
could use a trim.
One can never be too careful.
A hard day's work is its own reward.
I end up feeling weary even after a day of rest.
If I sleep on my woes, mayhap they'll go away.
Mayhap I ought to be getting home.
If I stay here,
I'm in for a fight. This is no place to compose my thoughts.
If I sleep on my woes,
I'm aching for a fight.
I've made my bed. Now to lie in it. A hard day's work is it too? Must have taken a wrong turn. What's the point? Tomorrow will be no different. I end
Another
up
day,
feeling
another
weary
adventure.
even after a day of rest.
I mustn't get complacent. I've need of a new skill.
This ain't my problem.
The crops ought benefit from all this sunshine.
I'm aching for a fight.
Life's been pretty kind to me, come to think of it.
This is no place to compose my
All
thoughts.
this worrying's giving me a little back.
Got to crack a few skulls if
If
you
I
want to be
sleep
top
on
dog.
my woes, mayhap they'll go away.
The hour's grown late. Hilda's going to have my hide.
Mayhap I ought to be getting home.
It's been a hard day. How'd I wind up here anyhow?
Was I lacking in devotion?
Makes my hair stand on end.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
I'll not stick my head where it will get cut off.
Right, door's locked. That should do it.
At once, master.
Let's take it easy today. They're acting up.
I could use a bit of peace and quiet.
Days like this make me glad to be alive.
I've got the sharpest ears in town.
take it easy today. My knees are acting up.
Something good will come of today. I just know it.
Days like this make me glad to be alive.
Can't wait for the new equipment's coming. Barely drag my ass out of bed.
What should I do?
I pray this harvest is
I'm sure it's been making something fierce of late.
I don't know what to do.
Have I not give up like getting cut
Let the
open?
Reaper claim
My
me.
knees have been acting up of late.
I'm always doing about a dozen things at once.
Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
Not much going on.
Then I shall remain by your side.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure, sir. Have we some business I'm unaware of? You mean to tell me that Albert has been playing the part of a beggar? That man who would sooner starve to death than lift a finger in the pursuit of honest labor? If this is a jest, it is in very poor taste. All the same, I shall test the truth of your accusation, and who better to make it plain for us than Albert himself? I will place these clothes somewhere about the house. If he has aught to hide, his reaction when he finds them will doubtless be very telling. You may visit us again in a few days' time. Fear not. I have no intention of causing a fuss.
Wouldn't say no to a bit of excitement.
Whatever am I to do?
Would that all my days.
Would that I could spend all day.
Ah, how I've longed to embrace my bedroll.
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Off we go then.
I hope you slept well. I've not much to say at the moment.
Can't complain, mind. So tight.
Nice place for a picnic.
Can't wait for the new equipment. Let's see. Where to next?
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by... At least I go knowing I fought to the best of my ability.
Nothing's coming to me, Master. Be well, Arisen. I'm not one for tearful goodbyes, but I must admit, I've grown rather fond of you.
I shall be proud to serve you, Arisen. 'Twill be an honor to serve by your side. If 'tis discipline your company lacks, I can provide.
I have a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment. I can even mark them on your map. Are you fit to travel? Then let's not dawdle.
I've just remembered a curious rumor I overheard once. Seems there's an illness pawns can catch beyond the rift that has devastating consequences for those around them. Worse still...
Hoi! Faring well, I hope. Would you care to join me? I'd not say no to a bit of company. I was hoping you'd say that. Do you know, I had a feeling we'd meet here today. Intuition, I suppose. Say, you're not from round here, are you? Are you a traveler? Have you seen many places? How I envy you. This city is all I know. I long to learn more of the outside world, but Mother won't allow it. She's always telling me how dangerous it is beyond the palace walls. But that only makes me question her judgment all the more. After all, if the world truly is so perilous, what of the lives of our people? They must be fraught with uncertainty, subject to harsh conditions. It seems unfair that I alone should be shielded from that reality. But listen to me waffling on. Ah, I almost forgot. Here, I brought more of the money I owe you. I should have the remainder ready by our next meeting. My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother find out I left the palace. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other anon. Till then, farewell.
Days like this.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
I'll take any chance not to think on my troubles.
It's just another day. Same as the one before. There's much needs doing.
You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice.
Time to be heading home.
I'm surrounded by witches on all sides.
Welcome.
The road's at your neck.
Puts you in the mood for a song, it does.
Look as long as you please. Gotta take opportunity just to well met, sir.
Whatever am I to do?
Could use a rest.
Welcome. Well met.
Well met, sir.
Very well. I shall return.
The road's at your leisure. Look as long as you please. Stay with it.
A mug of ale would taste
Not
twice
this
as
port
fine
ever
here.
happens here, anyhow. Boots laced, belt strapped. I'm ready for patrol.
A full week has passed since Sir Mildred set off. I suppose 'tis time we vacated her dwelling. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location. Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
When does my watch end? I've been forgotten today.
So tired.
Good tidings, friend. How have you been keeping? As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed myself overmuch. You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, methinks I should like to live there. And that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. Fond enough to purchase it from me? I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can afford. Well, friend, what say you? Sorry I am to hear it. You know where to find me, should you change your mind?
'Tis the dream of many to own a home, Master. Shall we gather the requisite funds to make it our own? That's just what I was thinking.
How can I get more customers?
I can't wait to see what the day holds.
What was it I had to do?
I keep feeling ice on the back of my head.
What you try to enjoy life there?
Do stop and have a look.
Another day, another adventure.
Tis a view that begs to be painted, yon shore in particular. One day, when we're well prepared, perhaps we might venture there and explore. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager. Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Tis rather peaceful here, isn't it?
Keep on your toes. A fiend might eyes up. Harpies are upon us. Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat? We have found a material. Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Well done!
Sleep magic. On my way. Oops. I suppose there is such a thing as too much sleep.
Then I shall remain by your side.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed. This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
Let us ponder how best to proceed. At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Very well. I shall return.
Here we go again.
Give no quarter!
Focus your strength, Arisen. Tis a firm word, unfortunately. Lord save our vessel.
No quarrel here. This brute has quite the temper.
Might we not use their arranged to our advantage?
Tis easily done. Adjust our aim a bit. We could break off a tusk. I'm told they're quite valuable.
And what good will that do us if we don't survive? You must need to focus.
Leave it to me.
Wait a moment.
Tis about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master? Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Harpies, Master! You have my protection.
I knew you would prevail, Master.
Wait a moment.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
The sun's light has grown dim. We shall have to be all the more vigilant. I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. Off we go then. I'm not tired in the least. I'm ready. Our party is well balanced.
Naught's like a feast to get you ready for bed.
I quite agree. Best we recuperate our strength before we set off again. And before I forget, look how many women we count among our number.
And yet no two of us are the same.
goblins!
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Is everyone always in such a
Oh, there's something written here. Shall we take a closer look?
Goodness me.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Oh dear. What am I to do?
I always say. Well met, sir.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Always a pleasure. Have you business with the guild, sir? Have you found any of the items we discussed perchance? Do come again.
Welcome.
Hoy, friend! Have you any time for me today? I dare say we're overdue another talk. There's something I've come to understand during my stolen hours exploring these streets, and I wanted to share it with you. Every last resident in this city is wholeheartedly devoted to living out their lives. It seems a simple observation, I know, but to me, 'twas a revelation. For it made me painfully aware of my own position. Can this existence of mine even be called living when I am so doted upon by my mother? I want to live a life I can proudly call my own, and to achieve it with all that my heart desires. I tire of enduring my mother's coddling, and of having to mind every twitch in her face in order to appease her. Looking at this box, it fills me with courage. 'Tis proof that I am not my mother's servant to be wheeled about as she pleases. 'Tis something I obtained of my own will. Here is the last of the gold I owe you. Pray forgive me for making you wait for it. Now, I'd best be off. I may not be able to wander the city again for some time. There's aught I would do. Thus, I cannot say when next we'll see each other, though I feel sure we shall in time. Perhaps sooner than we might think. Till then, take care, friend.
That was quite a gift. I hope that procuring it was not a burden upon the lad.
I knew it to be so.
Feels like I'm spending more than I might nod off if I'm not careful.
Well met, sir.
Not sure what the hell at this hour. Not sure they'd try all the hard
Quite the predicament.
What they're whispering of me now, I dread to think.
lonely place. This is where I come when life gets overwhelming.
Ah, good to see you. Those garments you gave me had a marked effect. Albert set off to work the moment he saw them, and he's been working steadily e'er since. I ne'er thought I'd see the day. To be frank, I've not the slightest interest in the man, but he can surely benefit this city much more by performing an honest duty than by begging on the streets. In short, you've done us all a service. Pray, allow me to show my appreciation.
Always a fresh breeze blowing round here.
This outcome was unknown to me. I had not thought it possible.
Surely not!
Quite the predicament.
Fools and urchins boast of their kind.
Lots to do. Precious little time.
Points no good. Don't you look at my wares? Welcome to Pure, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So, many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
I wish I knew your restraint, Arisen.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated.
to the foremost hospital. You know where to find me.
This inspires